Hey YouTube, this is Victor Montanez. I just wanted to show you a couple modifications that I've made to my Apprentice S15. Right now, as you see, the wheels are a lot bigger. That was one of the first upgrades that I did once I got this plane. And most certainly 100 times over makes it land a lot better and a lot easier. Those tires are 3 1/4 inch. Another thing that I've done with this plane so far is I changed back to the Apprentice S15 regular rudder system. So right from here coming down, if you notice, is definitely a lot different. The S15e, the whole rudder piece is all one piece, and then this divider right here, it's in one piece itself. I kind of liked it, the little two parts. I think it looks a lot sharper. I'm not sure if sharper is a word, so, you know, don't make fun of me. Another thing that I have done, which I have seen other people that have videos with their landing lights, is I actually flush mounted my lights. I don't like to show too many wires. I think that looks tacky and cheesy, and I knew there had to be a better way to do it. You know, it just took a lot of patience. So, let me show you here. Here's my system. I flush mounted everything. Everything to me, I want it to be flush mounted. If you notice, my lights are flush mounted. I barely like to show wire. The only reason why you see wire there in the back is because I didn't want to tuck it. I just wanted to show you guys. I do have it going into the wing, as you see here. I bought these lights off of eBay. Believe it or not, for about like $6 with shipping from China. And it did come with the rear one. Like I said, I'm a fan of tucking, so I went and I tried to tuck everything. I'll show you on the belly how I did it. Let me shut this off. Oh, it's alright. It should be alright. But what I did was, I actually pulled up some of the graphics here in the decal, and I ran it underneath. For here, there wasn't really much I can do. I'm probably going to put some really thin, probably something really thin to cover that. Maybe black shrink wrap just to try to hide it. Maybe a little bit of here too, but I did run it underneath the wire line here. If you notice, I made holes, and then I filled these holes with hot glue. I did that here, I did that here. Then that way I can just take a little bit of paint, dab over it, and you won't even see it. As for the tail end of this deal, I'm actually thinking about using this as a drop box. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. From the factory, there's some type of glue or something that's around here. I decided I was going to take it out. I took a little edge razor knife. You know, be careful if you are doing it. You know, you don't want to break your plane. It just went along, you know, just soft. Didn't really dig into it, just a little bit. You know, as you see, I caught a little bit here, but it's not a big deal. I didn't catch a major part of it. But I'm thinking about making a drop box right from there. But yeah, I mean, I just tried to take my time, tried to flush mount everything. Here, it's kind of hard to try to flush mount it. And mainly it was my fault. I mean, I went and I took a drill bit and I actually put it right through. First I started with a small skinny screwdriver, put it right through. Did the same thing with a bigger screwdriver, and then I just grabbed a drill bit and I heated it up just, well, more than a bit, as you can see. It bubbled up, but you know, pushed it right through. And I also did the same thing with all these too. You know, I didn't want to just tape these down to the bottom. That looks cheesy and tacky. And it comes with little mounts that you can use. Little plastic mounts. I'll show you. I still have one extra because I didn't use it on the tail. I actually wrapped it up. There was no way. But it comes with these little things. Bulb holders, I guess, for the LEDs. But yeah, I bought those LEDs from China. And they do work absolutely fantastic. I am so happy with them. I'll show you what they look like with the lights off. Let's go take you into my living room here. Do excuse the mess. I do have RC airplane parts everywhere. Let's show you. what it looks like when it's dark. You're going to see this baby pops right away. Nice, beautiful LED lights. And I'm telling you, really cheap on eBay. Definitely, you know, not everything on eBay is crap. A lot of things are, but, you know, this just happened to be one of those buys that was absolutely fantastic. I am really happy with the buy. I think for under $7 to add more character to the plane than what it has already, I'm happy with it. I mean, you really can't get any better than that. One thing I will say about those landing lights is you're going to have to modify it a bit for the S15e. It's not directly going to fit. There is one part of the cable, and just one. It's not all of them, but the ones that are right here, these lights, this light and the tail light are actually all one piece. It splits off into two. The wire, what I did was I took some of the wire that was left over from here because I ran it right in through the nose, right from the cowl into the nose backwards. Well, the one coming from the tail wasn't long enough coming this way, and I have it mounted up here. It wasn't long enough, so what I did was I cut some from the front and just extended the back so that I can get reach on it. I wanted that you know, slowly red thing, fader stuff, you know, to actually work, and it wasn't going to work, or I was going to have to move it around. And I know a lot of people put them on the top where the rudder is, but I didn't want it there. I wanted it, you know, towards the back, something where I can see, and though I can't see it from the top, I can see it clearer from the center of the plane. And it's just, it came out absolutely perfect. So you might have to do a little bit of modification, and it's nothing hot gluing and twisting of wires can't fix. That's exactly what I did. It's safe. It's not like it's pulling a hell of a lot of energy. It's just pulling a little bit of energy out of it, so it's fine. As long as you don't make contact, you're absolutely fine, and it's not the hardest thing to do. What I have noticed as well is now I did plug that lighting system. It did come with the box and everything. I plugged that lighting system into my receiver. One thing you'll have to do is you'll notice if you plug it in wrong, the strobe lights and the slow lights, the slow fading lights, they won't work if you put it on wrong. Mine on the receiver actually had to get flipped to reverse. I guess the ground is the center and the outside is the hot. I don't feel like taking it apart, but I will show you on another receiver that I have. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean right now. So normally, from what I've seen on Spectrum, the orange, some light type of orange, and then brown goes this way. Well, on this lighting system, I think it's red goes over here and black, or black and red, whatever it was. All I did was take that, flip it around, and put it inside, and it literally came to life on its own. So that's something that's really cool. If you happen to get the lights and pick them up, don't just think that there's something wrong. Maybe try to flip it. I installed it wrong the first time, and it's okay. You just take it out, flip it, put it back in, and you're all set. Yeah, she's mad at me. She's screaming. She's not going up tonight. I don't night fly. I mean, it would be pretty cool, and I kind of live somewhat between the border of the country and the city, but I'm not taking it up tonight. But that's definitely a nice modification. And the Bombay door, that's definitely going to be a great modification. For that one, I got a couple servos, which I picked up really cheap. I may not have it here, actually. But I picked up little high-tech servos. Literally, that's the name of the brand. It's the s15e. So they're little baby micro servos. And I'm going to use one of these servos, and I will show you with the next video. I'm going to put a little servo on the inside of this door here, and on the inside of this door here and connect them with a Y splitter. And then I'll have two arms that come out, almost like an arm for a hatchback car, and then have that bomb bay door open up and then close. Reason why I want it like that is because I want everything flush mounted. I hate to see wires. I'm not a big fan of doing things the cheesy way. I rather take my time, make it look nice, get the kudos, get the props, and I'm happy with it. So that's the way I'm doing it. I'll show you exactly how I mount those servos in here. I'm not going to be doing any cutting. I'm a big fan of double-sided tape. Double-sided tape works. The only time I cut is when I did the lights, but I really didn't even cut into that. I did very small holes. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be my thing, you know. But this is the S15. I mean, it's a fantastic plane. There's a lot of room, and there's a lot of room to grow, and there's a lot of room for experience here. And you know, there's just a lot you can do to these planes that make it stand out more than the rest. I mean, I have the Glacier over there, and I do have the Park Zone Cub, which I'm waiting for a nose on, and I put the Apprentice S15. The BL15 motor is going in that one. I ordered the motor mounts. I have a motor that I bought off eBay that'll be going in there. It's just a little bit bigger than a Park Zone 480. I do have a Power 10 motor, but I think that's going to be a little bit of an overkill, and I have a crazy amount of props for the Apprentice, so I figure I might as well use that. It's fine. This baby right here, waiting for Horizon Hobby to send me the GPS. This is the Glacier Sportsman S Plus. I haven't really done anything special to it other than paint it for my girlfriend. I actually gave her this plane because this was my first trainer plane. I absolutely fell in love with this plane. I would still believe, honestly, this is the best plane on the market to learn how to fly. But then once you learn how to fly and you get a good sense of range and you know how far your plane can go, then I think you need to upgrade to the Apprentice as soon as you have the cash. This baby right here, I actually bought it, never got a chance to fly it. I know you see it all in pieces. Never got a chance to fly it. I bought it, and then I wound up selling it to somebody who actually wound up becoming my buddy. I met him at a hobby parts store. I actually crashed the plane, got all upset with it, and decided he was going to sell that and a brand new DX5E, which he hadn't even had more than 10 flights on, and sold it back to me for 50 bucks. Now, when I traded him for this, I got a Fat Shark system, 50 bucks, and it was the Teleporter V4, which I sold on eBay for a ridiculous amount of money. And then got this plane back for 50 bucks. Not a bad deal. I feel bad for him because he's a really cool guy. I really like the guy. I wish he would have stayed in the hobby, but, you know, it winds up working out. I lost the plane to the Apprentice too because of that FPV, is what I didn't say. But yeah, these are my plane, guys. I do have a couple more over my girlfriend's house that I'll review, but I just wanted to show you where I was at with the Apprentice. I mean, the Apprentice is fun. It's fantastic. It's, you know, it's always, it's that plane that, it's almost like the bastard child of planes. I mean, you hate it, but you can't help but love this plane. It really is. It's really, really fun plane. It's a great plane to grow on. The next mod I will do as far as power-wise is I'm going to be the fanboy, and I'm going to move over to the Power 25. I just want to see how far I can take it. I mean, I can fly inverted with this plane now. This plane has fully trained me to fly independent without the safe or without the intermediate modes with the gyros. I kind of really don't need them. The big wing here and the Hydra that's in the wing really makes no sense for you to even have safe. You can buy an Apprentice and fly it. It's going to fly the same way. Only difference is one will roll and the other one won't. But both planes are fantastic. This plane, I think, is the best in the world right now as far as with trainers. Not saying the best plane in the world, but the best plane with trainers. It's fantastic, guys. So I hope you liked my video. I know it was kind of long, but, you know, I just wanted to show you what it looked like. You guys have yourself a good night tonight. Keep it flying.